I'm sure you're super curious, so let's not waste any time. Here we go. Note that we are not changing any setting that impacts the performance or the battery life. The main battery saving modes on both phones are disabled by default. And when it comes to battery optimization for individual apps, there is some sort of optimization process enabled on both phones. On the Realme X7 Pro, it's called the app battery management, which is set to allow foreground activity, and on the Nord, it's called the battery optimization, which is set to intelligent control. Note that these are the default settings and most of the users will use these phones at these settings. So we'll do the speed test without changing anything. Besides, they're pretty similar, like the battery saving modes, I mean. To make this a level playing field, we also made sure the phones are running on their latest firmware updates. They have the same list of installed apps, they're connected to the same Wi-Fi, and there are no apps running in the background. So let's first check the app opening times. Twitter. The X7 Pro was a tad faster, but negligible difference. The scrolling performance is equally good on both phones. There is no visible lag. Instagram. Both phones were equally fast, and the scrolling is fine. Next up, Telegram. Both phones opened the apps at the exact same time, no complaints here. By the way, join our Telegram channel for more interesting stuff, link in the description. Speaking of interesting stuff, a lot is going on in the world of cryptocurrency. And one thing you cannot miss out on is Bitcoin investment. And our sponsor BitDroplet.com helps you at every step of the way. BitDroplet offers a systematic purchase plan. It's just like SIP but for Bitcoin. To give you an idea, if you had invested 400 rupees every month in Bitcoin for the past 5 years, the total investment works out to be 24,000 rupees. But it would have become 1,63,000 rupees by now. Because Bitcoin has been doing extremely well for the past few years. It's been steadily going up. Getting started is extremely easy. Just click here and enter the amount, select the frequency and start date. That's it. Of course, we are talking about Bitcoin here, but you can even invest in Ethereum or silver or gold. Once you submit, your SPP will be created. You can deposit the money via UPI, and if you're profitable, you can withdraw directly to your bank account. So do check out bitdroplet.com, link in the description, sign up and start investing. Back to the speed test, let's open Google Maps. X7 Pro was a bit quicker to open it. Let's open something and later we'll come back and check if the same page appears again. Swiggy. Almost equally fast. Just blurred some sensitive information, don't mind that. Again, let's open a restaurant menu, later we'll check if the app reopens to the same page. YouTube. The Nord loaded it a bit faster. Let's play a video and come out. Spotify. X7 Pro. Prime Video. Tight. Let's scroll through the UI again. Next up, Genshin Impact. As you may already know, this is probably the heaviest game available on the Play Store, and the Realme X7 Pro opens it first. The Nord was behind, but just by a second or two. Among Us, it's actually useless. Let us know if you want us to replace it with a heavier game. In every speed test, all the phones open Among Us at the same time. The Realme X7 Pro opens Subway Surfers faster. Interesting, the X7 Pro has been killing it so far in app opening round. Let's see if the Nord turns the tides here with Call of Duty Mobile. Nope, it's the X7 Pro again. Let's now get back to the home screen. Let's now open phone and messages. Nothing major to comment here. Next up, Chrome browser. The X7 Pro was faster to load the page and also the thumbnails. Camera app. The X7 Pro opens it first. So the X7 Pro has been overwhelmingly good here. The Dimensity 1000 chip is starting to show its prowess. So let's now check the background app management. Remember, we played a video on YouTube, opened something on Maps, started a game of Subway Surfers, etc. Let's see if we can just resume from there. Call of Duty Mobile. Both the phones have the game in memory. Subway Surfers, again, no issues on either phone. Among Us, no issues as always. Genshin Impact, same, but the X7 Pro responded a bit quicker if you watched closely. Most of the remaining apps behave the exact same way on both phones. They are all in memory, none of them had to reload from scratch, so that's the reason we are fast forwarding. Towards the end though, the X7 Pro has reloaded Instagram and has also reloaded Twitter. So the RAM management round goes to the OnePlus Nord, although it was a really close contest. Moving on to the internet speed test now, pressing go at the exact same time. The X7 Pro is faster, upload speeds are faster too. Wow, that's such a huge difference, almost 5 times faster. Do note that I have a 300 Mbps connection from ACT FiberNet, and these phones are around 12 to 13 feet away from the router. Let's now redo the test, one after the other. Same result. There is still a huge gap. The X7 Pro is twice as fast as the OnePlus Nord. Next up, we'll do a video render test. In case you're not already familiar with Technology Jock style speed test, well, we use Viva Video Editor to get it done. The same video has been loaded onto both phones. It's the exact same footage, it's the exact same project. The speed is set to 50%. And we are going to render it in 480p resolution because we cannot afford to pay the full version. Anyway, this rendering round is the real test for the chip underneath. Snapdragon 765G versus Dimensity 1000. On paper, the Dimensity 1000 has a considerably faster CPU and GPU, so technically it should win. This is a classic case of how on-paper specs do not always translate to real-life usage. The X7 Pro is taking almost 10 to 15 seconds longer to finish the render. When it comes to fingerprint sensor speed test, well, both phones come equipped with in-display fingerprint scanners, and the X7 Pro is faster here, clearly. In terms of accuracy, they are both equally good, but this is a speed test and speed is what matters here. So for the final one, let's reboot the phones to check boot times. So overall, I guess we'd have to give it to the X7 Pro. Let's actually summarize. The X7 Pro was quite dominant throughout the app opening round, much better at internet speed test as well, and it's got a noticeably faster fingerprint scanner. The Nord can render videos much faster and also reboot faster. RAM management technically goes to the Nord, but it was a very tiny margin. So overall, it's pretty much a tie actually. But if you force me to pick a winner, I would say the X7 Pro holds an edge. If you want me to share my honest opinion though, well, just ignore the speed test. It was such a close contest, so instead of looking at speed, you can look at many other aspects. Like we also did a camera comparison between these phones, you can watch it here. Basically, if you're actually looking to buy a phone, don't just rely on a speed test. Look at some other important aspects too. You can subscribe to Technology Jock and hit the bell icon for more of those videos. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsor BitDroplet. That's it. Thanks for watching. This is Ashwin Sundar, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.